和一个角色喜欢上我，都让我感觉非常的荣幸。所以在36天前，我决定，因为太久了，从去年生病到现在已经快整整1年了，所以我们在36天前，我跟刀哥发了个信息，我说我想跟粉丝见面，刀哥说没问题，他说这次你想跟多少粉丝见面？我说越多越好，他说好的，于是我们就在36天的今天跟大家见面了。谢谢你们，也谢谢每一个在这30。
Zhao Lusi's Tearful reunion, the untold story behind the viral concert moment. Okay, stop everything you're doing right now because we need to talk about Zhao Lusi. Yes, that Zhao Lusi, the queen of C-dramas, the face of hidden love, and the internet's favorite Rosie. Last night she did something that sent the internet into a full-blown meltdown. We're talking trending hashtags, fan edits with millions of views, and an emotional roller coaster that no one was ready for. But before we dive into the drama, literally and figuratively, let's rewind and break down the moment that started it all. It happened at her Longing As If Seeing You concert. A poetic name that, as we'd later realize, carried more emotional weight than anyone could have imagined. The lights dimmed, the crowd went silent, and Zhao Lusi walked onto the stage wearing a simple white gown, no flashy jewelry, no over-the-top production. Just her, a microphone, and 15,000 fans who had waited for over a year to see her in person again. The first few notes of her song floated through the air, soft and trembling, and you could feel the emotion in every word. And then, it happened. Her voice cracked. Her eyes glistened. And within seconds, tears started streaming down her face. She tried to keep singing, but her emotions overtook her. The crowd began to chant her name, softly at first, then louder. A wave of love, like a collective embrace from thousands of voices. Did you feel that? Because I felt that. The raw emotion, the vulnerability. It's like she's not just speaking to us, she's speaking with us. And then the tears. Oh, the tears. Fans worldwide are losing it, and honestly, this isn't just a concert. It's a reunion. A cathartic release after months of waiting, wondering, and wishing. But here's the kicker. This moment wasn't planned. According to multiple insiders, this entire concert was put together in just over a month. That's right. Zhao Lusi decided to host this fan meeting only 36 days before showtime. That's less time than it takes to binge-watch Hidden Love twice. And yet she pulled it off flawlessly. So how did she do it? Let's break it down. First, the music. Those 2 new songs she performed, A Step Closer and Longing As If Seeing You, were recorded in mid-October. She was in the studio perfecting every note while the rest of the world was still speculating about her next drama role. Behind the glamour, Zhao Lusi was quietly working, pushing through exhaustion, determined to give her fans something real. Then there's the venue, Chengdu's Gaoxin Sports Center. A massive space that usually takes months to secure and prepare. But not for Zhao Lusi. Her team moved mountains, coordinating with local authorities, arranging last-minute logistics, rehearsing stage cues, synchronizing lighting, and even ensuring every single light stick in the stadium was perfectly timed for that unforgettable ocean of pink and white glow. And here's where it gets even more personal. Zhao Lusi didn't want this event to be about her comeback. She wanted it to be about her fans. Because if you know anything about Zhao Lusi, you know she's more than a performer. She's a fan herself. She knows what it feels like to wait, to hope, to dream of that one magical moment where everything aligns. That's why this concert felt different. It wasn't a performance. It was a homecoming. You could sense it in every song, every smile, every tear. She wasn't performing for the fans, she was with them. Now let's talk numbers, because YouTube loves numbers. Within just hours, clips of that tearful moment racked up millions of views. Zhao Lusi crying at concert trended across social media platforms, while fan-made edits flooded TikTok and Bilibili. Because it's authentic. It's raw. In an age where everything feels filtered and rehearsed, Zhao Lusi's honesty was a breath of fresh air. But here at Celeb Buzz Insider, we're not just here to react. We dig deeper. What's the real story behind those tears? What made that moment so powerful that even people who've never seen a Zhao Lusi drama felt moved? Let's rewind a bit further. The last year hasn't been easy for Zhao Lusi. Between back-to-back filming schedules, public scrutiny, and the pressures of staying relevant in an industry that never sleeps, She's been carrying a lot on her shoulders. Insiders say she's been working through emotional burnout, something that many stars hide but she faced head-on. And when she finally stood there under those lights surrounded by her fans, it all came flooding back. The late nights, the self-doubt, the endless rehearsals. That's why those weren't just stage tears. They were real. A culmination of exhaustion, relief, and gratitude. One fan who attended the concert told us, when she cried, it felt like we were all crying with her. It wasn't sadness, it was connection. Like she was telling us, thank you for waiting. Exactly. Zhao Lusi's tears weren't just about missing her fans. They were about acknowledging a bond that transcends screens and stages. In a world where algorithms dictate what we see and what trends, this concert was a reminder that authenticity always wins. Search trends for Zhao Lusi concert have since spiked by over 300%, and fan-generated content continues to flood YouTube and TikTok. But this isn't just a viral moment, it's a movement. A reminder that real emotion still has power in an age of endless content. And that's the secret behind why this moment has staying power. Emotional authenticity doesn't fade overnight. It lingers. It's what keeps people replaying clips, sharing stories, and leaving heartfelt comments like, I don't even understand Chinese but I cried with her. Now let's talk about something most people missed. Zhao Lusi's interaction with her grandmother that night. Yes, her grandmother was there, sitting quietly near the front, smiling at fans who waved at her. Zhao Lusi spotted her mid-performance and paused, visibly emotional. It was a rare, intimate family moment, the kind that reminds us these stars we idolize are also daughters, granddaughters, and people with families who've been there since day one. That moment alone became one of the most talked-about highlights of the night. Fans called it the purest scene of 2025. And honestly, it's hard to disagree. But let's zoom out a bit. What does all this mean for Zhao Lusi, her fans, and celebrity culture as a whole? Because here at Celeb Buzz Insider, we're not just about the now, we're about the next. Zhao Lusi's Longing As If Seeing You concert wasn't just entertainment. It was a cultural reset. It showed that fans no longer crave perfection. They crave connection. They don't just want flawless performances. They want to see the humanity behind the fame. And Zhao Lusi delivered that, beautifully. She reminded everyone that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. Her tears weren't a breakdown, they were a breakthrough. As someone who's covered celebrity culture for years, I can't help but feel a pang of nostalgia watching this unfold. Remember when concerts were just about the music? Now they're about stories, about the journey, the struggle, the triumph. And Zhao Lusi's concert perfectly encapsulated that evolution. Her show's title, Longing As If Seeing You, wasn't just poetic, it was prophetic. It represented every fan who's ever missed her, every comment left on social media during her absence, every message saying, we'll wait. So what's next for Zhao Lusi? Sources close to her team say she's already planning another music project for early next year. And yes, she's in talks for a new drama that could be her boldest role yet. But one thing's for sure. Whatever she does next, it'll be grounded in the same authenticity that made this concert so unforgettable. Before we wrap up, let's take a second to appreciate what this moment represents. In a digital world that often feels disconnected, Zhao Lusi reminded us that emotion is universal. You don't need to speak the same language to understand sincerity. You just need to feel it. So if you're one of the millions who watched those viral clips and found yourself tearing up without even knowing why, you're not alone. That's the power of real connection. That's the magic of Zhao Lusi. And honestly, that's what keeps us watching, sharing, and believing in these moments that make us feel human again. So let's celebrate this. Hit that like button if you're still recovering from the feels, subscribe for more insider scoops, and drop a comment below. What was your favorite part of Zhao Lusi's concert? Because here at Celeb Buzz Insider, we're not just watching the trends, we're part of them. See you in the next viral moment.